Hi everybody, my name is Kevin Martin and I'm part of Project Team 8. This is our video update number 2. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with our project, we are taking all of the PDFs on UCA's site that student internship program, the students that participate in the internship program have to fill out and complete. And currently they just got to print them out and fill them out and then turn them back in. And we are wanting to replace that system with Google Forms, where you can just jump on your computer and then do the assessments and all the documentation you need to do, and it gets automatically sent to your professor that is overseeing that and your supervisor as well. And we also wanted to take all of that user input and we wanted to store that in a database on UCA's server. Dr. Downey had pitched that to us a while back and said that it was something that would be valuable to him, so he could go back and run analysis on who's all been working at Axiom, who's been interning at HP, and so on and so forth, and when that was going on. So he wants for us to be able to do that, and so we've done our best to try to make sure that we could provide that for him. So I'll go over our dashboard here quickly, and then I'm going to hopefully get to show you guys a little bit of the success we've had in creating a test form and making sure that all that data gets put into the database. So we had some recent tests that we completed the past couple weeks. We created a test form to basically make sure it was possible for us to put data in and get it into the database on UCA's server. We also had to kind of do a little research on AppScript code. We had to code a little bit on top of it. It wasn't too painful, but it wasn't the easiest thing about the project thus far. And then on 10-2, we met with Dr. Downey for our drive-by, and it actually was a very fruitful drive-by. We got to finalize our scope. We showed him what we're going to show you guys here in just a minute. And he was real excited about it, and he said, I want all the forms on the UCA side replaced with Google Forms, and he's also said he wants all of the data on those forms captured into the database. So we have a clear path now, and I think we feel really good about that. We have some upcoming tasks. We need to design the forms, and we're going to try to make them look very professional, and we're going to make them UCA themed. So that's going to be really exciting to see those materialize. And then we need to make sure when we do those forms, we have to make sure the data that's being put in those forms is validated and there's no junk data getting put in, like, names aren't going in places where numbers need to be, and you're not going to have numbers going into places where your first name and your last name need to go, and we're going to make sure we check for all that to get some really good clean data getting inserted into the database. So when we did go back for our drive-by, we showed Dr. Downey all this, and he said, well, go ahead and get your database ERD to me here, when you can, because he wants to look over it and make sure that it looks solid and there's not going to be any problems down the road for us. So that's going to be nice to kind of get him to review it so we don't hit a roadblock, wait after we've done all this work. And then we need to work out an email path chain. So on Google Forms, when you hit the submit button, it does have the functionality to navigate those answers to the recipient in an email, and we want them to know when it's available, when the students completed it. We want them to be notified of that. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and show you guys a little bit of what we've been working on. I've got management studios for SQL Server. We're connected to UCA's server, and we got Dr. Hill to actually create a database for us called Long Term. And you can see I've written out a select statement, and when you execute it, you just get these two fields here, timestamp and test data. And that's all we really needed to make sure we had a successful test. And if we could do it with one field, we can do it with the rest. So this is what our test form looks like. And our goal here is going to be to type an answer in our test form and get it to pop up in UCA's database. So we'll come up with something real original here. We'll just say hello world and let's submit button. Now, if we open up Management Studio again and run our select statement here from this table that we created called test, we can see that it gave us a timestamp and it gave us exactly what we wanted to see, which was the user input into the database. So I will also show you a little sample of the code we had to write on top of it. And I blacked out our JDBC connection, which is just a JavaScript database connection. And just because it has our password and our username in it, we want to keep everything secure. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you guys next time on our next update. So have a good one. Take care.